All right, finally, after much waiting, we have Bitters as the blue Protoss in the upper right-hand corner of Icy Cup Valhalla, facing DamnCats as the teal Zerg player over in the upper left-hand corner. This is the lower bracket. No, this is actually the game to go into the lower bracket finals. So this will be a best of three matchup between these two best of buddies.
And the winner's going to play Recon, I believe.
Yes, the winner will be playing Recon.
Yep.
Yes.
This is going to be my last cast, so hopefully it turns out to be a good game. Fingers crossed. Good luck, have fun, asshole.
Yes. so apparently Bitters loves. Anyways.
Yeah, that's enough of that. I don't know. Bitters has been on a pretty solid streak.
Versus Zerg.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Versus Zerg. Against Zerg, he's been doing a pretty good job. Nice force fields, really been helping him out quite a bit against, we've been seeing primarily Roach Hydra. That's been what he's been up against mostly. So.
Yes, and luckily for DamnCats, I do believe he's been over here to watch all those matches, and he has known Bitters for quite a long time. So he should be able to figure out what he's doing, maybe throwing marbles or something at him over on the other side of the partition where they're gaming.
Yep, that is quite a possibility, absolutely. Looks like it's a little bit, no, it is a pretty standard ramp. I thought it may have been a little bit larger, but no, that is a standard size ramp. So they're going to be going with that basic wall off. Bitter starting out with that. Both players scouting in the wrong position, so going to be a little bit of time before either finds out where the other one is. But we do have that Overlord scout moving along as well, so that'll catch up eventually.
Yeah, it looks like DamnCats will be getting that first scout off or deciphering where Bitters is first after seeing that he is not in the lower position, especially by Bitters' probe, checking in and saying hi.
Yep, so he knows exactly what's going on as far as the location right now of Bitters. Bitters starting out with that one gas. Looks like we're seeing opening up with one base play from DamnCats, going for that extractor first and then the pool, going to get that quick metabolic boost. That's his plan there.
I just silenced my wife. She's really going to like that. Very good job with Bitters putting the probe there, denying any type of information scout from DamnCats, finding out what type of build that Bitters is doing. However, he did see that a cyber core is there, and at this stage in the game, that's really all you can have as far as tech building up of, exactly what the player is going to be doing.
Yeah. Really standard, so nothing too unorthodox from him. Pretty standard opener as well, coming over from DamnCats. You can see that metabolic boost on the way. We do have those 4 initial Zerglings. Primary focus of those is to stop the scouting probe and to do some scouting, but it looks like pulling off of the gas, it's going to let him get that expansion up a little faster and have some more minerals for some droning up.
Yes, I've seen quite a couple of Zerg players actually doing this. Now doing this, it looks like you're going to be focusing heavily on a Zergling rush build at first, or is it just really to get that expansion out a lot quicker?
Well, the idea is that you can get that expansion out faster. You get that initial gas for the metabolic boost, and then past that point, the next gas spend, typically, unless you go Roach, is going to come for that layer. So getting those extra gatherers on the minerals, he's going to get some faster minerals up, getting that faster expansion, and then being able to drone up a little bit harder. That's the idea behind that.
All right, now Bitter's going with the double gas on his side as opposed to the single that DamnCats is doing. So it looks like he is going to be focusing on that heavy tech builds, possibly the 2-gate robo that he had done in several other games when he did focus on that double gas early on.
Yep, absolutely. It's definitely a possibility. We also have been seeing him go for a lot of 3-gate expansions, but seeing that second assimilator, not quite as likely because he's obviously investing a lot of resources, a lot of his energy into getting those extra Vespian gas, so not as likely to be able to afford that expansion quite as soon. And I'm not sure, I'm interested to see that Overlord Scout being sacrificed, so he's going to catch those additional gateways, and he's going to know at the very least we do have 3 gates coming out.
Yes, and seeing those probes, he does know that Bitters is on the second gas, though he did not actually see the second gas there. Going back over here, DamnCats has a queen out and plenty of time to begin doing a spawn larva on that second hatchery that is now up. What is this coming in the back? We have roaches coming out, so no bangling for this guy. He's going for the heavy hitting roaches to hit possibly stalkers or other type of armored units that may or may not come out.
Yeah, kind of that basic Roach Hydra mix. Going to do really well against Protoss ground. We can see, again, that 3-gate expand coming out for Bitters. He's really comfortable in this build against Zerg. It's what he's been doing against most of the tournament. Also going down with that building placement, trying to provide a little bit more security for that expansion. Wouldn't be surprised if we saw Forge, and there we go, Forge being dropped down right now. And that Roach Warren just about finished as well, and that layer's coming up. So teching up both players, again, taking advantage of their expansion and trying to get a strong economy and to get a nice solid army out.
We may be able to see a slight push out from Bitters, maybe to establish what's going on, possibly see what DamnCats is doing on his side of the board, as he does not know that that expansion is there, so he really does need to poke in, see what's going on, or at least move his forces more towards this choke area at the front of front of his natural expansion.
Yeah, and it's quite funny that he went for 3-gate expand without knowing the Zerg player expanded, because that is a little ballsy. A really heavy Roach push could actually hurt him quite a bit. But again, we did see that expansion come out for Mr. Cats over there, so he's going to be concentrating on his economy at this point. You can see him droning up. We got 8 drones on the way. Layer just finished right now, so we should be seeing some higher tech, and there it is right there with that speed upgrade for the Roaches.
That's right. Now, notice he did connect his creep together using those creep tuners. So using the full ability of that creep, the maneuverability that it allows for the speedlings and the speed boosted Roaches onto that, to definitely make it easier to surround any type of Protoss harassment that may come his way, as it looks like it's not coming yet.
Yeah, and we can see right here with this nice Overlord placement that he's going to be able to scout any pushes coming, because that's basically the main area it's going to go. We also have an Overlord right to the left of that as well. A little fancy camera work there. So any pushes coming against DamnCats, he's going to be aware of that, so buying him viable time to come out with units and spine crawlers, everything that he needs to defend that push. Also seeing that we are getting that burrow coming up for DamnCats as well, so definitely going to be relying heavily on Roaches, just a few Zerglings mixed up there. But again, going to be pretty solid against that gateway heavy army.
Now, right now, DamnCats has a small window, as we do have a robo facility coming down, so no Immortals will be coming out just yet. There are also more gateway units coming out on this man. I think, yep, the robo and the gateway right there. So with the amount of Roaches that he has, possibly when that timing push comes in with the Glio Reconstitution to attack this. However, with the amount of sentries he has, all of them looks like max energy. Will be able to wall off a couple of force fields, possibly splitting. Nope, he actually blocked them off from carrying on. And going to be taking out a couple of those Zerglings before these Roaches will be able to push back in.
So yeah, nice force fields going down there for Bitters, stopping that push from pursuing any further. Again, we see that nice building placement there for Bitters, and the cannons right behind it. Zerglings aren't going to be really effective against that expansion. Bitters has been doing a really good job with that placement, but the Roach push moving in, going to see some force fields coming down very shortly, I am sure. Not quite enough. Don't know what Bitters is doing right now, taking a lot of damage. There we go, finally down with the force fields, pushing that Roach push back.
Oh, that nice sight by that photon cannon, able to see that Roach that did burrow underground, trying to stay away and maybe heal up a couple things. While that initial push happened with the Zerglings that ended up dying behind the force fields, we did see a second expansion come down on this little side cliff on Valhalla. This is interesting because it's a very long, wide ramp. We do see a little bit of a battle right there, a couple force fields going down, a Roach carcass right there. But it is a wide ramp and not really something that you check all the time, as if you were in the rushing back and forth between these positions, you don't really see a lot of activity as far as searching up in there.
Yeah, absolutely. And DamnCats also doing a great job of spreading the creep. It's going to allow him to quite easily defend that expansion. And again, just sticking with pretty much Roach Zergling right now. We can see 18 Zerglings coming out. We do have that level 1 upgrade just about finished, and a Spire coming down. So anticipating that Colossus tech, Bitters has been going pretty much Colossus almost every game in the PvZ matchup. So he's pretty much anticipating it and getting ready for it by getting that Spire. But we got a big push coming down right now from Bitters.
Yes, Bitters actually pushed in just a little bit. Look to take out that creep tumor, and we should be seeing force fields right now, splitting up these Roaches. Oh, look at that.
Nice surround right
done.
there from the Zerglings, pulling back, and nice force fields going down as well for Bitters, and actually going to take out those Zerglings pretty quickly. And those force fields making it really tough for DamnCats to do any sort of pushing against them.
Yes, it looks like DamnCats might. No, I was thinking that he might try to force some of the energy out of those sentries to reduce the amount of force fields that he could use, thus limiting that great micromanaging that Bitters was doing, walling off any type of Roach or Zerg encroachment altogether.
Yeah, and I don't know if you saw, but it looks like we just got that Spire canceled. If you can check the main to see if... Oh, no, so we do have that Spire there. There was a building in back of the natural that got canceled. Wasn't sure what that was, but look at that push going down right now, trying to catch him by surprise and move in before any force fields can go down. It looks like Bitters is trying for that next expansion and doing what he can to deny it, but no, is pushed back right now from all of those Stalkers.
we do have that big deadly robotics bay coming down, which will help put out the Colossi, which we have seen just absolutely melt away many of the Zerg opponents that Bitters has been facing.
Yeah, and Bitter's doing a really good job of protecting his expansions right now. He does want to move into the third, and you can see it's being dropped right now, so doing pretty solid work at this point, but did get supply blocked.
He is supply blocked right now, yes. He does have a couple of pylons coming into place. I'm going to bet that the 2 pylons that DamnCats took out right here were the ones that he was hoping to fund further into his army.
Yep, so we do have a few more pylons going down. Probably going to see a cannon or 2 there as well, trying to help defend that, and again, trying to prevent any Zergling run-bys. So that building placement coming into play here, definitely. And we do have a 4th base right now coming out for DamnCats in the bottom left there. But a proxy pylon right next to that 4th base. Going to get some units warped in, and that's going to be taken out very quickly unless DamnCats takes care of it.
Yeah, he may or may not have seen that little probe run by and see anything. This base is now actually seen by that probe as he ran by, and the creep spread all the way down on the hill. Crap, I forgot what I was going to talk about.
That's all right. We do got 10 meters coming out right now. Roach is trying to push, but again, force fields denying that from happening. So great force field placement in that heavy stalker build, making those roaches not quite as effective, unfortunately. Pretty even in army size as far as resources are concerned. And 2 Colossus on the way out.
2 Colossus on the way out, and we do have the external thermal lands being researched. So again, those Colossus coming out, very big move. What do we have in the back over
Big
there?
mutas right in the back of the economy. No cannons to help defend against it. Going to be taking a big econ loss right here. And Bitters is going to be pushing out for a counterattack, but no, actually moving back into his base instead. He realizes now that the Mutalisks are in the back of his base, finally pulling those probes down. He did take quite a bit of losses right there, unfortunately. But Stalker's moving forward, going to push these Mutalisks back.
I'm actually surprised that DamnCats did not take out, actually he's got really good coverage right there, so he would have only eliminated one of the Stalkers from being warped in. But
it was a good attack, though. Definitely did some damage.
Huge damage to the economy of Bitters, as you can see. He's knocked down to 41 on 3 bases. The pylon, though, once those units did move, I'm surprised he didn't go for those pylons.
Yeah, we got a big push right now with Colossus, couple Colossus. We do have Roaches just below them, and actually going to be seeing them converge on the units, trying to get those Colossus down very quickly, moving in those Zerglings as well as those Roaches right below, doing a little bit of damage, but no, this Mutalisk going to get target fire. Lots of Roaches and Bitters GG's.
I'm surprised that I'm kind of, oh, nope, after seeing those Roaches come in, I'm no longer surprised that he did that.
Yeah, lots of Roaches. He basically converged with the Mutalisk, Zerglings, and Roaches all at the same time, hitting from multiple angles, and that pretty much mopped up everything Bitters had.
And I think that's the first time we saw that happen tonight as Zerg.
Absolutely. All right, well, I'm out of here, so.
All right, good luck, and I got to hook everything up again.
Good luck.